Well, good morning. Joined me this morning on the banks of one of the local rivers, doing a little bit of pike fishing. Come out the way, right in the middle of nowhere, and it is so peaceful. Absolutely beautiful. One or two birds singing in the trees. I've had a couple of small jacks, which is always nice. Sort of around about 4 or 5 pound. One on a smelt and one on a roach. Absolutely beautiful start to hopefully what will be a nice, relaxing, if not busy, day to rest and recharge from the old working week. So that's what we're up to. Get you around here. Here we are. So we're back once again on the bank. I've had a little bit of a break from the coarse fishing. It's pike season at the moment, so still do some coarse fishing, but I had a little bit of a break from doing 1 or 2 videos as well. Just wanted to recharge a little bit. So as I say, mate, piking today. I've had two jacks, so I've had a nice start. But also as well, as we've been suffering a lot of places in the fens at the moment, the bottom baits are getting attacked. Now, a lot of it, different areas, is mitten crabs, also crayfish. It's a big pain. I mean, where myself and Keith normally fish on the relief channel, you can't fish no bottom baits, or hardly any bottom baits. You can fish with a Neil section, that's about the hardiest bait. Everything else will get absolutely ripped to bits. It's the same on the ooze in different spots. And last week, myself and Paul went out and I had a couple of little attacks. I did catch a mitten crab and Paul had a crayfish. So crustaceans are a big problem at the moment, and all I can think of, it must be that we've had such mild temperatures. They've not headed back out towards salt water to breed, and I'm a long way from the relief channel where that would sort of head out into the tidal, if you like, and they're down here. So, you know, I don't know what can be done about it, but it is causing havoc no end. But I always start off with the bottom baits, leave them out there for about 30 minutes, check them. If they're okay, leave them out there again. Once they do start to get attacked, I will pop them up. So I've got a roach on the left, I've got lamprey in the middle, and I've got a small smelt on the right hand rod. I've had one of the pike fell to the roach and the other one fell to the smelt. I've had a couple more sort of indications. Whether that was crustacean, I don't know, but I sort of left it about 5-10 minutes, brought it back, and there wasn't a mark on the bait. So fingers crossed we might get away with it now and again. If we don't, we just pop the baits up. So the baits I've brought with me today, I've bought smelt, I've bought some dead roach, I've got lamprey, and I've also got a couple of eel sections if I need to. But hopefully, you know, if I do get 1 or 2 issues, I can just pop the baits up, you know, fish small 2-ounce roach, pop them up. Same with smelt, small smelt, and even with the lamprey, just fish small sections of lamprey and I'll just pop those up as well. So I'll probably fish a trace round about 16-18 inches, and I'll pop that straight up off the bomb. And all I'm fishing is just a normal running ledger with I think it's 24 pound wire trace, and I'm fishing size 8 hooks, 8 treble hooks on the smaller baits, and on the lamprey I'm fishing a size 6. So like I say, I've had a decent start. Hopefully Charlie will be on the way shortly. He's going to do a little bit of lure fishing, but it's just so peaceful. The ooze at the moment sort of closer to Ely, down towards Littleport. Rowing boats, you know, they're coming down 3 abreast. Yeah, we all got to share the river, but we've also got to be respectful of one another, which some of them are and some of them aren't, and I can't be done with that at the moment. I just want a nice relaxing day after a week at work, and this to me is absolutely perfect. I mean, once we get a bit of rain, a bit of colour in the water, then I will I'll head back, see if I can catch some bream. But at the moment, after last year sort of dipping the toe in the water, I'm quite taken by it really. I mean, my dad, he says, oh, I never thought you'd take to pike fishing, Tig. Well, I'm sorry, Dad, but sort of in the fens here, there's some decent fishing, and lovely chair, sort of sit back, nice and relaxed like that. Who knows, might even have 40 winks later on. But hopefully next time we touch base, Charlie might be with us, and we might have 1 or 2 more fish reports to share with you. So we'll pour ourselves a brew. We're going to go and check the baits. Fingers crossed. You never know. You never know what's swimming down in the murky depths of the water. We will see. I'll catch up with you in a bit. Bit of activity. I'm gonna hit it. Not a big fish. Beautiful. Gonna try this again. Trying to walk in the net. Beautiful. Oh. These quick release swivels. You just take that off of there, let the fish recover a little tiny bit, then we'll get her on the mat, see what we got. Yeah, just unhooked her, got her on the mat. Look at that beautiful fish, absolutely fit fish, absolutely solid. Look at that, beautiful. Probably about £8, maybe 9, but look at that, absolutely beautiful fish, gorgeous. Let's get her back, see if we can get 1 or 2 more. Well, that was a nice fish. Took a sort of section of lamprey, about 4.5 inches, something like that. Just kept playing about with it, but yeah, it was quite deep. The one hook was quite deep really, even though it was just playing about with it. So yeah, so it's nice. So I've had nice to get that fish sort of settled down, because it's gone really quiet. Still having 1 or 2 issues on the bottom. The smelt, I've now got that popped up about 4 inches, 6 inches, see if that makes a difference. I'm still okay with the dead roach. Little bit of blood there, got pike injury. The roach seems okay at the moment, so I'm not gonna pop that up just yet, because it's not, I've brought it back several times, sort of half hour, 40 minutes, and it's not been touched. So, but the smelt has had the last one, it just sort of got the guts ripped out a little bit. I think that was probably a crayfish. I don't think it was a crab, because I think crab would have absolutely massacred it, being such a soft bait. But yeah, so like I say, that's it's just a job. Where's Charlie? that's anybody's guess. But I have spoken to him, and he did say he was en route. So knowing Charlie, his personal sat-nav is probably sent him about 5 miles out of the way. So I'm probably expecting a phone call soon. But yeah, so it's nice fish. Like I say, probably about £8–9 pound. Very, very solid fish. So there must be a lot of prey fish out there. I've seen 1 or 2 fish top. So yeah. So far, great result, new venue, brilliant, dead chuffed. Come on! Let's have another one, come on. Kiting again. Very strong fish. Not big fish, but very strong. Keep it away from that other line. A lot of weed under the water as well. Slacken the clutch a bit. Looks a decent fish again. Good fish this is. Slacken that clutch off a bit. Oh, beautiful fish. It's got the trace wrapped round it. Check that. Absolutely stunning fish, beautiful fish, lovely colours. I just chinned her out there. The trace was wrapped round her nose, so didn't want to get her in the net and get her all tangled up and stressed. So I've just let her relax for a little bit. Yeah, beautiful. Oosh. Well, here we are, look, with lure angler extraordinaire, Charlie Lawrence.
Lure angler extraordinaire.
This is like Fenland's answer to Paul Whitehouse in Bob Mortimer Gone Fishing.
I haven't got a clue what I'm doing.
Don't mind!
Fucking wind you in a minute.
Well, just dropped a little fish off on the smelt.
Crayfish.
Well, I think we're getting a little few indications of crayfish, but yeah, I had a little indication on the smelt, which funny bite, but Charlie's still plugging away on a lure. You know what I say? Don't wind! We're not winding.
Alright, I just pulled that bit of weed up there, you see that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Are you going to catch one, Charlie, on this? I mean, just pass me that lure here a minute, so I can show your adoring fans. Look at the size of this.
How to catch a big fish.
So, this is like Charlie's for today. This resembles a killer gudgeon, and you look at the size of that great big hook there, and can you believe he lost a pike on that? How, I don't know, but there you go.
It's Tommy Hilly's burbot. What do you know? A burbot.
Well, it's turned out to be a beautiful afternoon.
It is afternoon, isn't it?
Yeah, beautiful afternoon. We'll check that smelt again in a minute, because I think odd little indication, odd little bleep, and I reckon that's Craig just pulling the old bait. We'll see if Charlie gets one this time. And he has had some takes, but I think the hook ain't big enough.
It's a Mako hook.
Yeah, with a whale on the rod.
That's it.
But yeah.
And a beach whale on the camera.
There you go. You're going to get one this time.
Don't know. What little jacks, isn't it?
I don't know, you ain't caught one yet.
I've had one on.
Yeah.
And you saw it.
Yeah, well, yeah, I did strictly see it, yeah.
Yeah. They do them in the bush, though.
How it got in that bush, I really don't know.
I don't know. What's going on?
You know, you were like, you could have the only bush on the entire river, and Charlie got in it.
Yeah.
Fair play. Never mind. Keep plugging away. Is what we're having to put within the fence at the moment. There you go. That's been popped up, and that's pulled it down. Mitten crab, but that has got 3 legs. That has got no pincers whatsoever. So I would say it's either been in a fight, but he is still vicious. He ain't a happy bunny. But there you go, mitten crab.
That's on.
Oh,
And it pulls back.
and it pulls back, Charlie boy.
Go on, Babby. Still good fish? Nah.
And a bad fish, mate, that.
Puppy.
Come straight up. That's got a tail walk in a minute.
That's a nice fish.
That's a big fish, mate.
That is a big fish, no. That's a croc.
Oh, good one, mate.
Oh, dear.
He's big 'un, boy.
Yeah, but
Tell you what, he's right.
in the scissors.
He is, mate. I think we might get in a mess with this one if we net him.
Good fish.
You got a head shake on him, mate, ain't he? Cool. Pull that net back a minute, mate.
What's that, mate?
Just pull that back a bit. I'm going to try and chin him. Because that hook is just literally
He's gone.
sat in it, mate. So that is literally on one hook, mate.
Yeah.
Literally on one hook. Absolute beautiful fish. Popped up bit of lamprey. That hook was barely in. I chinned it out because the other hook was just hanging on the top. Absolutely brilliant. I reckon that's a great way to end the session. So me and Mr. Lawrence up there and this bad boy, catch you next time on the bank.
He's a fat